Assalam and hello everyone. When I distance myself from the hustle and bustle of the city, I find myself feeling as if I have just emerged from the depths of the ocean to the surface of the earth. The atmosphere is quiet, the scenery is soothing to the eyes, the air is clean and fresh, and the calm lapping of the water at the stern of the houseboat that serves to carry me and 5 other families along the vast Lake Kenyir makes me feel very small. When I look at the clear green lake water, with small islands scattered around it, it made me praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whose greatness cannot be denied. Subhanallah. This is the first time I've gone up and checked out Tasik Kenyir for myself. At first I expected Tasik Kenyir to just be an ordinary man-made lake, like any other. Quiet and not many visitors. But my assumption was 100% wrong. When I arrived at the Pengkalangawi jetty on Tasik Kenyir, it was completely different. It turned out that many visitors from all over Malaysia were spending their holidays there. There were tourists from Terengganu itself, and even many foreign tourists came as well. The matsalas with their own unique ways added to the pleasant atmosphere and healthy vibe at Tasik Kenyir. Vehicles were neatly lined up in the parking lot. There were about 80 or more houseboats moored at the dock, waiting for the tourists who had booked to be taken to their destinations around the lake. And as the houseboat we rented was heading toward the Kiyang River, where we would spend the night, it passed by 8 or 10 other houseboats. I was quite amazed by the scene. I mean, Lake Kenyir has become like a water highway, just like in Venice, Italy, or Amsterdam. It's incredibly busy. And what I found most impressive was the sheer number of signs and directional boards set up along the small islands on the houseboat route. They've become part of the scenery, just like signs on a highway or road on land. Wow. But it was just me who messed up planning the trip. I forgot that every year in December, Malaysia experiences the monsoon season, flood season, including the states on Malaysia's east coast, and including Terengganu itself. And when we went, the heavy rain was still pouring and wouldn't stop. But what can you do? We had to go anyway because the houseboat had been booked 3 months in advance and the payment had already been made. 2025 finally came to an end. Pasu from Bandar Pusat Jangka Pahang and his family, Pak Nga from Puncak Alam, Selangor and his family, Eri and his family, Shafiq and his family, Iwan and his family, and myself and my family took the opportunity to take a break and relax while enjoying the natural beauty of Tasik Kenyir, Kuala Berang, Terengganu. Tasik Kenyir, located at the headwaters of the Kenyir River in Terengganu, is the largest lake ever built in human history to generate electricity in Southeast Asia. The lake covers an area of 260 square kilometers and contains 340 small islands. Since the dam was built in 1986, the surrounding area, especially Kuala Berang, has become well known to people both from within and outside the country. The lake has been a popular tourist destination in Terengganu since its inception. As a result of the dam's construction, Tasik Kenyir submerged several villages and the wilderness around Banjaran Pantai Timur. What you are seeing now is a view of part of the Pengkalangawi jetty, Tasik Kenyir. Upon our arrival, we were greeted by a rather heavy monsoon rain. Among the facilities provided at this docking platform are an information board, a reception desk, a parking attendant, a pavilion for gathering, and a building with staff to handle transactions. From the Gawi jetty, we could clearly see the CF houseboat on Lake Kenyir, waiting for us to board. And once everything was settled, we began moving down to the houseboat with our respective necessities. We unloaded the items we had brought, little by little. Although we were soaked by the rain, in the end, all the transporting was finished. That's how we did it, going back and forth between the platform and the houseboat until there was nothing left. It was very evident on everyone's faces that there was an impatience to begin the journey to the destination arranged by the owner of the houseboat that would be taking us. What you're seeing now is the view from the top of the houseboat. We took a moment to check out what was inside. It seems they had all the essentials we were hoping for. It seems all amenities are provided. On the lower deck, there is a clean restroom, a comfortable and spacious lounge area, a prayer room, a kitchen area for cooking. And at the very front of the boat, there is a large space for us to have family activities and eat there very casually. Meanwhile, on the first floor, 10 bedrooms are equipped with large beds, large wide mattresses, soft pillows, prayer mats, electrical amenities, wall fans, and so on. This first floor veranda also has 2 special areas for relaxing, one at the front and another at the back of the boat. Visitors can enjoy the beauty of nature, fresh air, and a cool, gentle breeze. A supply of clean water is provided so we don't use lake water in order to maintain hygiene. There are also 4 small speedboats available. The space for visitors to comfortably fish on the right, left, front, and back of the boat is also very satisfactory. And when the boat started moving away from Pengkalangawi, we saw from above that the scenery there was absolutely beautiful and captivating. Wow. This is the view you're seeing right now. And I thought to myself, no wonder Lake Kenyir is so popular, especially during long holidays. Then, little by little, the jetty slipped away and eventually vanished from sight. And as the boat started to move, a cool breeze began to touch our bodies. It got even colder because it combined with the cold drizzle. It was cold, but not so much that all of us were shaking. We left the dock. From inside the boat, the view was absolutely stunning. Along the water's edge, many houseboats were moored in the distance, waiting for customers. Bridges and floating rest houses served as the connection between the dock and the islands with the guest houses for those seeking comfort. When the boat began to move, the captain gathered us in the lounge to deliver a message, along with a safety and activity briefing, outlining what could and couldn't be done during the trip, whether on the boat, in the lake, or in the surrounding area. Among other things, He mentioned that that night we would be resting and sleeping on the boat in the Yang River. Family or private activities were left to our discretion. He also pointed out the location of the boat's toilets, bathroom, and washrooms. Another rule he emphasized was that we must not throw any trash, especially plastic-made or plastic bottles and cane, into the lake or on the shore when the boat is anchored, to maintain cleanliness and ensure the well-being of all other visitors. Additionally, we were advised to always prioritize our personal safety and well-being. He said that since it is currently the monsoon season and the rain is still heavy, kayaking, speedboat fishing, and swimming are not permitted. We are required to wear life jackets if the conditions allow for swimming, kayaking, or any other water activities. We are allowed to fish, but he said it's a bit unfortunate because it's the rainy season, so the fish will be moving slowly and the catch might not be as good as hoped. He added that we can fish from the deck around the boat, provided we each take care of our own safety while fishing. Avoid accidents, as we are far from a hospital. Common fish found in the lake around the boat include bong or mistus spp or snakehead, seberau or hampala macrolepidota, toman or chana micropeltis, selat, belida or notopteridae, patung or pristolepis fasciatus, and seluang or rasbora, and the most commonly caught by most visitors are lampam, or Barbonymus schwanenfeldi, Kala or Tortembroides, and so on. So, he explained, luck would determine the catch, but since it was the monsoon season and heavy rain was still falling that night, We also packed up all the houseboat's equipment just as we did when we first boarded. And for me personally, this was the most exciting trip that freed my mind from the shackles of stress and boredom. Inshallah, we've already planned to go to the national park next year. We'll be heading to the Tahun river camp in You can see for yourselves how beautiful the scenery around this Sak waterfall is. And after about an hour, once everyone was back on the boat, we set off for home. And there, Pengkalangawi was waiting for us. you have any comments, additional ideas about Tasik Kenyir, or if you have any experiences at Tasik Kenyir, type them in the comments section below, alright? So with that, I'll stop my narration here. Keep watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the like, support, comment, and share. That's all for now. See you again. Thank you, and wassalam.